Are you considering a full-time move to the U.S. with all this going on?
That would be, that's a contractual situation with my, my management that I won't get into right now. But anything is possible at this point. I thought I was going to be in NXT for one day. You know what I mean? So who knows? Who
You're
knows?
just rolling with
Uh,
it pretty much right
I'm
now.
I'm just rolling with it. But here's the thing. I'm contracted to TNA Wrestling, and my
Mhm.
job is to represent TNA in the best way that I can. And I feel like I'm in a position to, like I say, do great business for the company, bring eyes to the product, and I'm very fortunate to be in that position. TNA are putting a lot of trust in me right now, and
Mm.
I am looking to show that that trust is well placed and do great business for the company. And it's exciting to see our ticket sales go up and the buzz around us grow. So very happy to be on the team. And we've got an amazing locker room at TNA, and NXT is an amazing locker room too. I'm very fortunate that I get to be in two very positive locker rooms right now. It's awesome.
And I would think that you're pretty well accepted because of what you're bringing to the table, because the ratings are up, because ticket sales are up. And I know it's a team effort, but are people pitching you like, hey, make a song about me or anything like that? Do people want to be part of the Joe Hendry experience any way they can?
The ones who really get it are. The ones
Mm.
who don't get it get offended.
That's that's crazy to me because if you're saying somebody's name right, if you're saying somebody's name right now, they're getting the Joe Hendry experience. They're getting that rub off it, and I've dealt with those kind of people that you're talking about. I can't believe they ran me down, but they ran you down, and they're a much bigger name than you, or they're popular right now. Are you surprised that that's still happening, or is that do you feel like that's jealousy?
It happens very rarely. I won't. So there's a few I won't reveal. I will reveal one. One of them is AJ Francis, giant crybaby. Uh, giant crybaby. Genuinely believes he is the sole reason for my success. He is a factor. My feud with him is certainly a factor in all of this, but it is one of 10 factors, whereas he thinks it's binary. There's no AJ Francis, no Joe Hendry. That's what he believes. Google Trends would beg to differ, but why let facts and statistics get in the way of an AJ Francis narrative, if you will? I have to say, I will say this, and I always do. AJ Francis is better than people think he is. He gets people's attention. He's better in ring than people think he is. He's the perfect person for me to feud with.
Mm.
And it hurts to put him over because he is just a disaster of a human being. But that's it. I like AJ, but I also hate him at the same time. It's very strange.
After what you do with AJ and the Digital Media Championship, and I know exactly what you're saying. He's quite the businessman. He knows how to keep himself out there. But you end up,
Well, he is the businessman, but on the same token, at the same time, we do need to have an intervention and have someone just take his phone. In the
yeah,
same way that there's certain people who just should have a designated driver. AJ Francis should have a box, like he should have someone that has a box where his phone goes in and it gets locked, so he can't post cringy things on social media.
some people
That's
just try
that's
to
what he
tweet through
needs.
it. That's the problem. They just
Yeah,
try to
that's
tweet
that's the
through it
issue.
and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
put the lock on after 10 o'clock.
That's
That's
it.
all.
That's it.
Um, you had done the stuff with AJ in the Digital Media Championship at TNA. You end up in the six pack challenge, the six way
Yeah.
at Slammiversary. You pin Moose, first person in two
Mhm.
years. People were starting to believe, and then Josh Alexander does what he does. He kicks you low. He eliminates you, and the crowd reaction. While you don't come out, out of that match as the champion, what did you feel about that crowd reaction? Because I thought it was very telling the way the crowd reacted. A
Oh
sold out
yeah.
crowd, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Sold out crowd. The fans want me to be champion. Everybody in the back knows I should be champion, but I'm not the champion. So it is what it is. I've never been the guy who has got everything. First time I've had to scratch and claw for everything that I had when I was doing amateur wrestling. Everybody told me, "Oh, you can't do it at 26 years old. That's too late to start a sport." I said, "Watch me." I had to lose the British Championship like, 3 or 4 times before I eventually won it. Two back to back, represented Scotland at the Commonwealth Games. People told me, "Oh, Joe Hendry, he can't. He's got a bad physique." sorted my physique out, got a good physique. Oh, he can't, you know what, his gimmick's great, but he can't get over in America. Got over in America. Oh, his gimmick won't work on TV, can't do it. Got it over with original songs. Just people keep criticizing me, but here's the thing: I'm a student of the game, so I'm looking to improve myself in all areas at all time. I have a huge ego, but I have no ego when it comes to getting better.
You got to listen to get better. That's how it goes. And when you're doing it at the Performance Center or anybody around you, I know
Yeah,
you've gotten that from
yeah.
TNA as well.
I'm
Think of all the
yeah.
people that you're around there.
I'm working with Terry Taylor every day, pretty much. I'm working in their promo classes. Like I'm doing NXT. I'm doing I'm learning from the dietitians and the personal trainers, really dialing in on that next level. That's what I'm trying to reach, is that next level. So just to be, the best wrestler I can be and do great business and continue to do great business for TNA Wrestling.
For the last decade, you've had promotions such as ICW post your stuff or TNA post your stuff. And for the most part, though, I know this process. I know how it is. You still got to be a self promoter. You still got to make sure you're out there and you're tapped into everything that's going on. But what is it like now that you've had the WWE machine, especially that social media machine, and how good they are behind you?
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been I've learned a lot from the last 3 months and even from the last month as well. It's like I say, it's an arrangement where everybody wins. The NXT locker room wins with the opportunities they get at TNA. Our wrestlers win with the opportunities that we get. It's the fans win because it's exciting. Both companies win because business is up. It's a great time and it's a great collaboration. I'm grateful for it.
Booker T got a shout out in last night's concert, and quite a great look for him. He got, to me, that was like he got part of the Joe Hendry experience I've known for the last decade. Did you get a direct response from him yet?
I have not got a direct response from him yet, but his silence during man, I'm just looking at social media here. You already got that out there. Joe Hendry calls AJ Francis a disaster of a human being. There you go. I've just
We
seen
got a
that
good
there.
team here,
So
just like you have a good
you
team.
got you got good people working for it. So I look forward to the barrage of comments from him later, telling me, you know what, I'm too tired to like sugarcoat it. I just can't right now. But I look forward to the barrage of tweets about how no one cared about Joe Hendry until AJ Francis came. I look forward to that. But sorry, what was the question? I got
Booker,
distracted by.
you said Booker? I asked if he got a direct
Oh,
response
yeah,
from you
yeah.
because we're going to
I
put
haven't.
that up here as well. I'm going to try and
See,
get that
this
on
is,
Twitter too.
I'll get back to AJ Francis I'll aim to get back to him in 3 to 5 working days. That is, I will delegate my response to AJ Francis to Booker T, because Booker T is now the new president of the Joe Hendry fan club. In fact, I can see Booker T is hosting Twitter Spaces right now, so I might jump on that after this. After
We'll
this
let you get in
interview.
there soon. I want to get his response. Hopefully, he sees this. Because Booker will. I know Booker will. You name dropped Dutch Mantel last night. He was
Yeah,
recently showed your entrance music on his show, and within seconds,
yeah.
he said, I kind of believe in him now, too. I
All
think you
right.
can now add him to the legendary list of believers: JBL,
Yeah,
Mark Henry, Bubba Dudley,
yeah.
Booker T. Are you trying to heal the wrestling community?
I'm not trying, but if you want to give me that moniker, the healer of the wrestling community, I'll take it.
You're doing a great. You have galvanized everybody likes you, which is not a thing in wrestling, like across
No,
the
they
board.
don't. They trust me. Everybody hates me, bro. Everybody
They,
hates me
we
in
don't
real
count
life.
them. We don't count them. I just see. I'll tell you this quick anecdote real quickly. My daughter saw me, watching NXT recently, or her clip of you, and she loves the song. She's 5 years old. Her name is Penny, and now it's in the rotation along with like Taylor Swift and who I know you had a little rivalry with her as well, but
Yeah, I won.
you're connecting with a 5-year-old. My fiance's like, I don't know who that guy is, but that song's a bop. I hear that. Jamal Williams from the Saints, who was a big Hard Knock star a couple weeks, he stops
Yeah.
and jumps in the Saints TikTok. Like, I know this song is 5 years old. I know that you went back to your original blonde hair color to even put it out a second video. What has that been like to see it kind of branch out into pop culture?
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been those are some of my favorite moments when you see families enjoying the song. it's moments like that that kind of remind you what it's all about. We have our selfish moments as performers where you think, well, I want to do this and I want to do that, but actually when you realize the positive impact that you can have, and yeah, at the end of the day, life is really hard right now. The world, like, it's not easy. It's tough for families to go out there and make a living, and to make it work, and so our job is to, through all the difficulties of life, is to give families, a bit of a break, and fun, and just to forget about all of our problems for a second. So if you can create something that gives families, like, even just a moment of fun and enjoyment, you realize that that is actually the value of what you're doing. And the more I try to step outside of myself and say, okay, instead of what can the business do for me, what can I do for the fans of the business, good things just tend to happen. I find the less selfish you can be. I think we all have,
Ugh.
we can all find ourselves becoming a little selfish with our intentions and our goals. But seeing those clips and those moments allow me to reset, and think like, that's what it's about.
Hey, this is Matt Camp. Thanks for checking out one of our recent clips from the wrestling mat. Why is someone so close to The Rock kind of throwing Cody under the bus?
Yeah, a lot of people won't engage with Jim Cornette. I did, just because I have a mark for Jim Cornette. And
Please subscribe right now. Hit the like and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. And I think you should listen to your TV partners. Let me tell you about WWE and a little insight. More subscribers means more content. And make sure you follow us on social media at WrestlingMat23 on both Twitter and Instagram.